Yeah, so unfortunately, earlier I was recording a video going through the process of how to um, uh, use NotebookLM to synthesize cases. Unfortunately, that video got corrupted, and yeah, I'll just redo that. Next time, I'll shoot another explainer video how to uh, do the entire process. But right now, since I'm already running out of time and I really have to go through all of these cases for now, so I'm going to do a speed run and I'll show you how fast this can be done um, using the different prompts that I currently use. So I'm doing case synthesis of cases related to labor relations, and I'm currently on the 10th case. I'm going to do 34. So I have 24 cases left. So let's see how fast I can do this case synthesis for 24 cases. All right. So I'm going to start with this case here, Rubber World versus NLRC. So what I'll do is I'll grab this prompt and I'm going to do that. Uh, and then copy this over to my Google Doc. I'll explain in the next video why I put this case digests into a single Google Doc. What's my purpose for doing that? What other things I can do aside from doing these case synthesis? All right. So I just want to explain some of the features of this synthesized case. So first, it gives me a comprehensive case digest. It gives me the essential facts of the case. It gives me the issues that were resolved by the court. And then for the first issue, it tells me what the court's ruling was. So whether the dismissal of respondent Malabanan was tainted with unfair labor practice, the answer is no. The dismissal was not tainted with unfair labor practice. And then it gives me the legal basis for this answer. And in the application analysis, it provides um, the way that the Supreme Court applied the legal basis to the facts of the case, and then it reiterates its answer, original answer. So, initial answer, no, then the legal basis, then how this was analyzed by the court, how the legal basis was applied to the facts, and then it gives a final answer again in the conclusion summary. And it does that for the second issue as well. And then gives us the final ruling, and this one I added. This was something that I did not show in my initial video, but it's this second portion here. Get and consolidate legal concepts, legal doctrines, rules, and exceptions and requirements expounded by the Supreme Court in its ratio decidendi related to the issues resolved by the court and group it into themes. Focus on the topics in the topics labor relations source. And that topics labor relations source is this one. So these are the topics in the syllabus pertaining to labor relations, right? So anything that's related to these topics, the AI, the Notebook LM will use that to laser focus on what's important in this case, right? So this is Rubber World. So what I'll do is I'll copy it in. All right, I'll go to the second one. Remember, I have 24 cases that I'm going to do a speed run on. So please bear with me. I think this is going to be a pretty long video. Hopefully, not that boring. But yeah, at least you can see how I go through each of these cases. My computer is currently stuttery because I'm recording this using OBS. And yeah, OBS can eat up some of the resources. All right. And then, um, when after I do the case synthesis, I actually use this to create further documents such as reviewers. I can ask NotebookLM to synthesize all of the sources and help create a report so that I can read through the report and understand the topic better. And then I also use it to create reviewers. So when I say reviewers, it actually synthesizes all of my notes, gets all of the legal doctrines, legal concepts, rules, and arranges it into logical flow. And it gives me the rule, gives me the supporting um, what do you call that, the codal provision, and then it provides me with relevant case to that rule and codal provision. So it's a bit tricky to do this. I'm not used to um, talking and working at the same time. It's really hard for me to multitask. When I do things one at a time so that I can really put in all my focus into one thing that I need to do. So this is 12:21. So I'm on the 21st case already. Yeah, just a few more. I'm not sure how many minutes it's going to take, but it's not going to take a lot of time. So basically, I have everything organized in a single Google Doc. And then I can use the synthesized cases to create my reviewers and the reports that I just spoke about earlier. And then with this particular subject, the professor is actually asking us to submit written case digests. So I'm not going to um, copy all of these into the written case digests because this is still very long. I think one synthesized case is around 6 pages. But there's a way to um, come up with a shorter case digest specifically for that requirement, submitting handwritten case digest. And I use Google Gemini on Google Docs to help me create those shorter versions. Right. So my complex, this is what? Union Filipino? Oh, this is still complex. Okay. So I hope I wasn't skipping any of these cases because again I'm multitasking and I'm not really a good multitasker. But yeah, I hope that you saw some of the how easy it is to do as long as you set up your notebook LM properly. So first you need to have these prompts. So this is the prompt that I um, type in or paste inside the prompt box. And then the 1_prompt7, that is my longer prompt to help create the case digest. So, the first portion that you see here with the case title, essential facts, the issues, and how the court ruled on the issue. That's this prompt here. And then the second prompt, getting the legal principles and legal doctrines. it produces this section here. So let me just show you what this looks like. So theme one, this is coming from the case itself, collective bargaining agreement, duty to bargain collectively, gives us the rule, duty to bargain collectively, what it means. It means the mutual obligation to meet and convene promptly and expeditiously in good faith for the purpose of negotiating an agreement. So this definition came directly from the case itself, right? Then another theme is collective bargaining agreement, unfair labor practices, and prohibited activities. What does ULP mean? How is it defined? It's defined as acts that violate the constitutional right of workers to self-organization, are inimical to the legitimate interests of labor and management, and disrupt industrial peace. So imagine how hard it would be to extract that definition from this specific case. And with the help of NotebookLM, I'm able to get all of these legal concepts and doctrines in place. So let me just show you what I did for my partnership class, my partnership subject. So yeah, I actually used Gemini. So what I did here was I asked Gemini to help create a reviewer for the finals. And initially, what I did was I uploaded all of the notes that I had using NotebookLM. So again, the consolidated cases, that's just putting all of your case digests, case synthesis into one document. I think this was 42 cases, right? And it has that summary here of the legal concepts, legal doctrines, and stuff, right? And then I created a briefing doc. Basically, this is a basic function in NotebookLM. And then I had my notes generated again from NotebookLM based on the resources, based on the cases, based on the textbook. So I scanned the textbook and I put it in NotebookLM. It provided me with this summary of all the sources, including the cases in the textbook and the briefing doc. Okay, and then I asked it to create a report. First, I asked it to create a report, and it was able to create a very comprehensive report. And then it's very important that you expand the report to include all of the details in the notes that were shared to Gemini. And then after the report, what I did was actually to help create a reviewer. So I'll show that portion. Still using those four sources. Okay, here. So help me prepare for the final exams, create a comprehensive reviewer for partnership law based on the sources I provided. Can you recommend a good approach? So first, it provided me with an outline of a reviewer for the finals. And then it laid out the logical flow of the reviewer. So it gives the doctrine, the rule, and what's the specific case that's relevant to this rule and doctrine, right? And then I asked it to expand the reviewer until it came up with a very nice, very expanded reviewer. So I asked it to further expand the different parts. So number one, the formation, the creation, and nature of partnership. And what's really cool about this is that, again, it gives me the rule, the consequences of this doctrine. Like a partnership has a juridical personality separate and distinct from that each of the partners. Consequences, the partnership can sue and be sued, and so on and so forth. And then it provides me with the relevant cases to this specific rule and what was the holding and how it was applied. How can we apply this holding, this ruling to this specific rule, right? And then general rule, a partnership is consensual. What's the exception? And then provides me with star provisions, Article 1773. if immovable property is contributed to the partnership, the contract must be in a public instrument and there must be an inventory, right? And then it further expands into the other sections. So it kind of makes it easy for doing a review of the concepts of partnership law. And then another star provision here must know nature of contractual liability for partnership contracts. The liability of the general partner is, uh, yeah, partnership to the partnership as a principal debtor for partners are personally liable only after all partnership assets are gone, stuff like that, and then the relevant case. Anyway, yeah, I think you get the idea. And then I just put this in my notes. So I'll just show you, seeing my Google Drive for this first sem, law and partnership. This is it, this one, the comprehensive reviewer. First one is the report. So just kind of like an article, the entire thing, giving you the gist of partnership law. Not even the gist, it's even going in depth, right? So, but this is more of an article format. And then once you do the reviewer, the one that I showed earlier with all the rules, exceptions, the key doctrines, and rulings, cases to that specific doctrine. Anyway, yeah, so this is currently how I use NotebookLM in tandem with Google Docs and Google Gemini to help me study the law uh, efficiently without burning out. Right. So, again, this is just one portion of the syllabus. This A.12 is just one portion of the syllabus. There's another section. Um, yeah, let me share that syllabus to you. Yeah, so this is what I was referring to. This is that 39 cases, um, 12, topic 12. And then after I do the case digest for these 39 cases, or was it 42 cases, I go to number 13 for collective bargaining. Then there's a bunch of cases here as well. These are the topics which I already placed in NotebookLM, right? So if you remember, I think I showed this earlier, the topics, labor relations. So 12, 13, um, 14, 15, right? And still, I still have a lot of cases to go until I can create a comprehensive reviewer for the entire labor relations topic. And then I have to go back to my previous notes on labor standards. So I have all of these cases saved or added into Notebook LM already. I already have case digests created for each of these. And all I have to do now is to further synthesize and create a comprehensive document, a comprehensive reviewer that will help me review for my final exams. And I think not just for the final exams, even for the future bar exams, I'll still be able to use that. Yeah, so if you have any questions or if you have any feedback, feel free to type it in the comment section below. We can have a discussion. If you have any questions, just ask. I'll try to answer as much as possible. I still have finals upcoming, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have a lot of time spending on social media on YouTube. But if you have any other topics that you'd like me to cover in a future video, just put it in the comment section as well. So, planning to share my experience, share all the things that I know about using NotebookLM, using Gemini to help me study the law. And maybe in the future, talking about why I use Notebook LM and Gemini exclusively. Why don't I use Perplexity? Why don't I use ChatGPT? It would be very interesting to discuss that in a future video. But for now, I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe would be very much appreciated. So thank you very much for watching and see you in my future video. Bye bye.